Hey y'all, so we're here at Kobe and we're going to be renaming this property, and I kind of wanted to explain why. We bought this house about 3 weeks ago and we are already about to start construction on it. In the last couple months, as we've been going through this process, it has been the biggest headache of a deal that we've ever dealt with, and there's some reasons for that. But the big reason that I'd like to share with you guys today is because of the neighborhood that it's in. Obviously, you can see this house is boarded up and it has a history. So as we were doing the research, and we knew this when we were buying the property, was that this property had fire damage. And when we put it under contract, one of the things we didn't realize when we found out, and we did know this before we purchased the property, was that 2 people had passed away during that fire. The house was abandoned, it was in the same condition it was now, but there was a couple of people, homeless folks, that were living in there. It was a young couple, they were about our age, and something happened and there was a fire and they ended up passing away. And what's really heartbreaking about this is when that happened, there's a church right down the street that a gentleman was coming up, and this gentleman was a member of the Seed of Faith Ministries. He was a pastor there, and when he pulled up to the church, knew that his son was squatting in this house, saw the house on fire, and he came down and he met with the deputies as they were pulling out his son and his son's girlfriend. And I, as a father, I can't imagine the pain that somebody would have to go through to see those things. And it's absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, I've got 3 sons and I love them so dearly, and I can't imagine not outliving them or to see what they go through when they end up in these situations. This is why we do what we do. So we now own title to this property, and that's great because we're going to come in here, we're going to fix this place up, we're going to turn it into affordable housing, maybe Section 8, or maybe we're going to sell it to a new family. It's a perfect starter home. But all this will be disclosed into this, and we should make a pretty decent profit on it. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to share that profit with Seed of Life Ministries, because that's what we feel like we're called to do. But even though now we own title to this, one of the things that we always feel that we have to do, and one of the reasons I believe that this has been such a horrible experience with getting the lending, the appraiser, the inspections, just everything that has gone along with this property has been really horrible. And that's because while we own the physical title to this property, somebody else owned the spiritual title to this property. The devil can take property and has an influence over it. What we do is we go into these neighborhoods and we rip these properties back from the grasp of the devil, and we renovate them. We take these old decrepit souls and we give them new life. We give them new windows, we give them new flooring, we give them new paint, we give them new electrical, we give them new plumbing, we give them new kitchens, we give them an entirely new body, just as Jesus gives us a new body when we turn to Him. And just as the devil hates when Jesus gives a new Christian a new body and makes their life miserable, so does the devil hate when we come in here and work the Lord's plan and give these houses new bodies. So this house got tagged with graffiti a couple days ago. Somebody came in here and they broke in and they busted out some of the windows. It's life. It's what we do. I can sit here and I can tell you I don't get upset about it, and I used to. One time we had all the electrical stolen out of a property the day before drywall was going in, and I was just soul crushed. I just went to a local church that had 24-hour worship service, and it was phenomenal, and I just sat there and I just felt so defeated. And I ended up calling my pastor. My pastor's like, "What do you expect? You're doing the Lord's work. You're going into these areas and you're ripping this property away from the grasp of the devil, where all these horrible things were happening in here. Now there's going to be a new family in there. He's going to fight you tooth and nail." And since then, I just don't get as upset about those things anymore. And we want to bring you guys along on that experience as well. So if you guys can be praying for us as we pray for these houses, it would mean the world to us. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.